abusuafo ene ye frame a enye bone enche ye kra mote se NDC Amanyosem ye ne donkuma ewo mrahye ene Ghana fo bebre ye ba bonten be ka se ye hu ni se kwan a omampenye kufu ado ne owura bawumi aban afaso ayusu sika eba Ghana se yemfa nkuntia COVID-19 no enye kwampa na enwu hia se asoman ye hu hwehwemu na no kre mu bia no eba bonten emre bia ye ka sa asem we no MPP for anye pene omobufu ye omatiko pae o da bi ye ntikra na wose ye audit enwu hia ye de ne animpa se omo osuro bi wo mu sese ye COVID sika semu hwehwemu a omada pa bededi ama Ghana fo hu kro no akoso enti ye koso ka asem ene NDC ne se Ghana Auditor General ono na Ghana ya mamra ma ne ho kwan se ohwehwe aban sika semu no wa ye ne hwehwemu afa COVID sika dodo a aba Ghana a omampenye kufu ado ne na be de chi Alhaji Bawumia e de aye adwuma ho report no aba eye mu nimsem a na ene yeyi ensem na ewo mu a areho na asefe na kire kwan bone a aban we afaso adi COVID sika basa no yeyi a ye ne mo edi hu nkomo na aboa magana fo hu di akoso na wono a edi omeyi sa bone yetimi de won afa mra kwan so dedi kan Auditor General de atudwa se COVID-19 yare ya eba ye be kunkum ni peyi enu nti Ghana yenya sika bebre asa okeka bomu a eye 21.8 billion Ghana cedis we ye new Ghana cedis na se ne yeke 21.8 billion but enu mpo no ye wiwe mu ama ye hu se sika de nye ni nyina na Auditor General de aba abonte se mu ni se Auditor General de de na wo ho na dwuma pa na wo ye eye yewura domelevo ye pamo no na ye kofa ne ba se o meye adwuma because ono na omampenye kufu ado anije ne ho enti enye ye nwanwa se obu COVID sika ho konta no we yi bia film because o sese a sika aba aban we nsem because of COVID-19 ye bro 30 billion IMF for apart from some my $1 billion equivalent to 5.5 billion cedis in 2020 April 2021 some my another $1 billion we Auditor General's reporter ne konta no we ye film ebiem oman no bon foto bi a ye friend of COVID-19 trust fund ye mame former Chief Justice Sofia Kufu na da sa board na no Ghana for bebre ye contributions etu businesses bebre ye contributions to sa foto ni mu a 2022 ye mame Chief Justice ekasa ye o kire mu se foto no sika nko aba betombro 62 million cedis titi sika no 620 billion bani nyina no Auditor General mampenye kufu ado adamfo odiesie ba enye hompo ni ye hwe 21.1 billion na wabu hu akonta no eno ho asem ye ka ne na odo Auditor General na report ni mu asuko a de di kan hu se Ghana ban through owura kokwa jimamanu a oyo man so afo hwe ayarehwe ne apomudin so otam Ghana sika titiri die $120 million say o de kwa akoto COVID hunro the friend of vaccine no empane na omode wo ye na $120 million no eho enura ababeka Ghana yensan prepare ye ka say o sese a $38.2 million per na chese sika ni mu $81.8 million there yenya so mfaso bia asomman because ye tua but you know na ye say ye de kwa akoto no yensan kan ebura fini enuro ne mae aban no so ntu anamo bi ase ode gisa sika no e de amaye ama ye de aye oman ni yie ene mo hwe ahohihia ne ahokyera Ghana fo say ye wo $81.8 million a mo hwe suku adan a ebetumi asi hospitals a ebetumi asi nipa ebetumi afma omo adwuma atua wonka omo a Ghana ban de wonka ena ban ne se wontimi ntua wonka no na o ma won haircut no bebre ebetumi anya won sika afisa $81.8 million ni mo nti ade nti na sika na kwa akodi baabi na aban ni ntimi ntua na mompa bia ni sika ne maye ne emfa nkoya adepa ade yi enuro na mudi kan toto ba yi kura bebre auditor general chese mudi gudem ma ne process they got expired nti ade enko nti na covid atwam fellow Ghanaians unye biem face mask ye jaishe nti $81.1 million akwa kakam no ade nti na aban ne mpese obegye amaye eno ne die dika die toso mienu so ene se auditor general hwehwemu ama na babeda di se omampenya kufu ado aban tam Ghana sika titiri die 10.3 million cedis titi sika ni mu no 100 billion cedis say ode ye insurance e di ama Ghana adwumayefo a omo ye ayarehwe ene ayarehwe adwuma the nurses doctor for you say frontline health workers so ne be ya so obi enya covid ni bia na yakọ insurance mu ni amani sika no de asa ne ho yare obi wu from covid a na yetua bibi di amana busua auditor general hwe mu ama na beda di se yetua sika bebrebe nyina awie ye no abusuafo nipa 10,000 aban ne se o ye insurance ama omo na ye ni momo because aban ni list bia ena sika na aban atua so no kratasem bia so nta akiri adwumayefo na wo se nya so mfa so ne betumi agina so dia yesusu dua se ene ebi kwa ahokyire mu a e de anya mfa so e wo so munya na sa sika emu ohamu chichemu aduasa 30% ye de ma company a ye fe no enterprise insurance a eye owura kenufuriata ne hu nipa binum adwuma in fact ono ana yere ni chochumucho Angelo Furiata eti enterprise insurance board no subi e call won enti anya ye nwanwa kra se aban wi e fa akwambo na esu sei e di covid sika eso amanfa so bia ama oman no ebiem auditor general amana babeda di se aban wi kam Ghana sika tichi die 15 million cedis. In fact, 4.5 million cedis. It is 45 billion. And then my contractor, this is a fancy guy or rubber with me crew. Na yemi anoma one northeast. Wale ni patemu na lerigu. Omunya COVID a abayne nya baby e de omo akoto ama ya hwe. Alaji ba wo mi antimi anfa na ni ani sika yachi ahwese contractor e be ye adwuma. Ono ani kromo abusuafo contractor na je 4.5 million Ghana cedis a wadwane according to auditor general no 129 asase ne so kra se wo kwa akoye adwuma bi besi na ye gya na mana fa sasike na wo construction adwuma ni mu no aban mo bi contract na aban ma no advance payments kese bi se ya aban ne je kata ye aginamu guarantee se sika me de man se wanya adwuma na mafitimi afa kwan we so wo banga we de aginamu ama no betua we die your time sika na ye de man no ya ne aginamu bia enti ene contractor no ye hu na sika no ahim oru alaji ba wo mi akurufo enya ade a wo benya sa isolation center no enti eno so ahye ebiem omampenya kufu ado tam Ghana sika titiri die $607,000 say ode kwa akoto ambulances nko 26 aye Toyota Haze car no ode koto ambulances sa 26 ambulances ina wasan ke bedu Ghana 15 January after that 2022 to 2022 atwam ama ya tra 2023 January ambulances na ya mutu ama Yesika so a yamutu. Enya de a health minister no ene aban ni tu anamon pe bia so mo be ma o man ne sa kasa sika yi ne yetumi dia ye o man ne ye. Ebiem de ehukura ne se enye sika nko a na o man penye kufu ado ne alaji ba omi aben o mo fom ye o. But infidie mpo a yete ga na sika titiri die to se yemfa nko aban asupitis ahodo a omo yare covid no ekọ ma ye hwe won no no matimi di mfidie na hwe won no omo di sika no so na mfidie no so abusuafo omo ton enti auditor general kire se mfidie bi a ne bo ye be $110,000 ye de ko hospital bi wo Madina ha ya omo covid ntokwa no omo nka ho bi covid patients bi anko enya isolation center na ye se ye ton ma hospital na omafa afidie ne kwa ebiem infidie bi a eno so ne boye $247,000 aban ne kotoye e de ba ne central medical stores ene yi se mo fa nkomma hospitals ahodo bi a obi yare na e kọ yesi emfa oxygen sini so a ye benya gidi sini so obi wu a ye benya fidie di ahwe no eno so omo soma infidie no from nkran se enko hospitals no ankwa nkoduru ye de balance be bi a infidie no ye ni be bi a afa besi ne abusuafo eno na nchen kese aduane kra aban ne ka kire se obechecha ma ahiafo during covid time no eno so krono ayemu ma kata hyehyɛ dwirim ne pro ya yemu ma esan se Ghana Buffer Stock Company aban tua won sika 42.2 million cedis sika no 420 billion se omo supply aduane ma aban nyuma yekubi na omo a covid nti ehia won no munya aduane ni nanya bibi adi 42.2 million cedis ne de ma Buffer Stock but auditor general hwe mu kire se aduane omo supply no e 40.8 million cedis na kire se sika bi 1.4 million cedis bi aboro so a akwa di obi botom abesi ne enya meka o minensa eno na nchen so abusuafo auditor general hwe mu na mana beda di se aban no faga na sika 11.9 million cedis eye owura ba womi ale mapenya kufuado na meka omo ho asem sika 110 billion OCD se dokunu ya omo no ano kan kumase ne kaso during 3 weeks of partial lockdown omo ye dokuna enam na so emu ni abumu ni kusua a omo chema nipa kakra bi no eho ka no sika no so mutua ya 110 billion omo ani receipt invoice na so companies eno aduane no so bebre ukoto aduane wo ho a ye ma receipt ebi ni Jofel restaurant e wo kumase me akwadidi wo ho da beto aduane ye ma me receipt nti ye den no ma mpenye kufu adon kwa akoto aduane ya ma ne receipt tese ye ma ne receipt o si munya o ma ye receipt a ye be che ye eti munya receipt ni ye ti bi bia ye den atoso. That is what happened because obi a wadidi Jofel bia kodidi ye ma receipt o order aduane wo ha ye ma invoice ni receipt eye den alaji ba womi anko a ekoto aduane worth 110 billion OCDs ono de wanya receipt abujanfo aduane ho na so abai sanso tamsika titiri de 5.6 million cedis titisika no 556 billion se ono so de atu aduane ka nkata sen bia enechi the auditor general say ogitumu a enye yie eno na nchen yenua ya ne yesa adwuma yi eye kwadwo oponkroma na so ye Ministry of Information sika abanye twasa yemfa ma nurse for ne doctor for because of risk omu take care omu because omu na ehwe omu a omu nya covid ne de keka ho no yenua kwadwo oponkroma a onko nursing school da ontini ngopa ne onim ayarehwe ho adwuma bia onu na adwuma yefo se omu so atua wo ho ka COVID-19 risk allowance sika bobruja be 1.5 billion OCDs eno na echi omo fa sika for 8.1 billion OCDs say no so omo di ama omo ho allowance na je say Ghana COVID sika wo se ye di save nipa nkwa no and almost chair the same Katie, Left Right Center, Oncheni United, and Ome Diane Basa, and the Auditor General at Chiwing. And on Nigeria, which are for a Benny Tamgana Sika Titi 37.6 million cedis, Titisicano 370 billion. So, what you tia in Suka. Yenimsa Bino, a few water Jumedibi. If we actually almost the COVID levy by so more the Quakutu as I dear in Sue no Mocas almost the Magana Frino. But, so few water ya, a yamenu musical Yituakano. Almost supply in Sue ya, Yama almost 370 billion OCDs. Oma for water bill biama, as we have 2 years can add the amount. Yet, more water meters. I will make them. Now, it is say, on my bench, so any you can to a company or meter. Abraham here water bill. I just say, on my penny, who for what ben ya, Katasha shep pro ye dream, can kind of chrono a gary won't set no commoa. It is eminent, I see a can at the other side. But in some way, audit report, you know, any nine. Now, the exchange said, even those are COVID, the Yarabone no ebe high in there. They said, ye ha, a man might pino. And yet, COVID-19 and Negana Sika se Madriga. Because Sika a buy car and start 21.8 billion. Now, the auditor general, ye film in account over 30 billion. Now, I buy this or the 11 billion pen a year, COVID Wojuma. The catch in about 20 billion. So I buy the yard the papa. Ah, and can COVID be hard there, but Kebe in Shira can be so said at the amount minor. Because Ka Ebema Yesika Sam Craig Nabrane. Sikayo media send the baby and Kebe to Nya my papa baby Abuagana for me in your own faso. And can ne say Ghana for ye near to Twaka ye semwa ye woody yen because the economy no are collapsing. And the problem was not COVID. COVID ne dear. Amama I try and waste in I because so. But the moon no be anywhere or what's the year you me from Togo to Burkina to Nigeria to Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, kosa economic mess when because Amama been paying for every COVID sickness we ye no. Na ye paying for. I are for sika was here the bondi pan kwa ho ban. Omu dini nyafu. I see muti audio tape ya babontin. Omo vice chairman for Northern Region and parliamentary candidate Emma MPP was Sagnerigu. Mami be a friend of Felicia Tete. Ah, when ya record the audio, them say COVID sikano. Or no, ye man bear 2 billion. And ye man the chairman so bear 2 billion. So mon fanya campaign. Nini na crying ni auditor general reporting. Inti ya the can say sika we e Ghana for ye sika. Ebi ye de chain. Ebi so ya bosia ye besan so atua. Enu nti se nipa bone fo kakra bi afa kwa bone so adi sika ni se ya. Eni se ye de wo ho che won. Eni ti de ka ne so mampanyi kufu ado. O finance minister o ma menu aba kan ofori ata no. O health minister Kwaku Agyeman manu a wadi o man na bro sei. O information minister Kodwo Ponkroma we twetu allowances ama na adwuma yefo abrawo ni sa tumi no. Yi won adi na fa won fa makwanso. Ye hwe ni mu special prosecutor animani mu ya obefa report yi mu nsem na wode omo a auditor general abo won so bo se o madi o man ni sika nyina no akwako gina mranim na emra ni won adi no pepepepepepe ebiem so yesrem ra shebedwafo se animani mu ya o mfiti o mu hwemu ase na hwemu ni so o ma ne mra TV so omo to dokro ne mo 110 billion ni nyina ye pese ehu omanim omo to dokro ne mo omanye receipt omo tua nsuo ka omanye water bill adi Ghana sika sei no ye pese ehu omo nyina anim so omo ye civil servants public servants and omo ye ministers and politicians munya hwehwemu ni ntem ye hu de tuam na ye ntwe omo mabokro no yase aso because kasasu momuaso a ekoso anda o mampenye kufu ado ne Alhaji Bawumia no adoso na nya dia Ghana for yɛbɛtumi apene so saa bio nti ne yɛ frɛ mu a nsɛm wɔ hɔ no tɔfa bɔ mu nyinaa no yɛda mu nyinaa mo ase sɛ mo aba thank you.
Abusiafo eno no ya sha dwumade na sekra dada we yensenchofo hyem na NDC fo efreye na kasamafo mamanyoko no yenua same jamfi edetodwa ne nyina COVID-19 expenditure eniama hudo bi akoso a mo hunu se atwa chia sika bi ase bi ayi nkuntabo na nsisi so no na do wakatwa to ne se NDC fo ba ba mu a obi bia ne ho bon COVID-19 nkuntabo mu asika befa ne nsase bia no begina court no mabɔ no kwadu na omaji se sika no omo se efre se osafo hwe apomden nsem so onumanyamfo kokwa adwuma manu omampeni ngini nibre emfamfiri nsem sanse sika ede ma no no wantimi anhwe so ye ene kan komotwetwe a ye twetwe ho ne nsem ahodo bebre ma memo adwo emo akwa bamfama Amanyosem dwumade so sabre kosi se nonu ba ko bebo no ene Ghana ho komo ene ye ba bedie ene abrane miensa ene wo fidue mu ha ne nyina e Ghana pempen so esikasem aba bedure ma remfi se afie hya ase no kama ye se 2023 eya afibia iminim si ashase yana se nshase yebre na betumi akire ya sha afinase with inflation 54.1%. And then you need $1 you need 13 Ghana cedis to get $1. Meno ka say petrol, a liter of petrol is 15 Ghana cedis and above. And also say kwada ne diesel nyina pepe. No so ya dia edemu domestic debt exchange. Meno ka say ne ye na take effect 38.3% utility tariffs, water, electricity are taking effect in it. And also, a de acro. Or my Ghana, a 575 billion Ghana cedis. And no crano, or cofa a year, a buying institutions are who do be cow, more Diana Dinako Kahua is over 600 billion Ghana cedis. Arches and Osia car, a Concon Ghana for Kumwa, to me a deco. I fear yasimi abami ati asese yem fa ban dwuma ni bia wa dwuma esanse siken ho a ebetumi edi etua. Most of the statutory payment are in arrears, but any December kwa betumi aka say yes afi mo de asha asese no a aban apa dwuma de bi huntuma watu din say eye rent assistance a chese okọ han dan a aban so betumi aboa ekwan aban befa so aboa ne de ebrepa mu no ye beje brani abawura sanse no yetumi ede aba na me simple question me bisa ni say etimi kofa napkufuo a o ma wie university tertiary education no motifie no munya adwuma anye na komdo omo na aban say what the social intervention program aba aye napku ye de boa omo etimi ma napkufuo ya se bi omu ni bie etimi kwa adwuma ba bosome pore enkono ama emfie miensa achi no napku no yagu no yesi ye mane ni hobiem nanso saa adwumafuo ya sebio na woni bia otifie aban se wo dwen ne ho ento opebibi dia mano no anya bia bonano akohoma no de bia hwa abusuafo no bosome nkuru ne saa adwumafo no napku fo adwuma ba ye nti omoka se niska ebetua napku ka yesi de nyeska ko han dan edema eye Ghanafo omampeni na nada kwakufu ado any ministers any eye or the government appointees obi bia no betima aka se 9 months ni ye ntua ne ka. Those who are receiving 50,000 Ghana cedis, those who are receiving over 120,000 Ghana cedis, as monthly no crowd no to nchen another benefit ahodo e wo honom eye allowances ahodo fuel free, electricity free, water free, clothing just entertainment cry to allowance office no tiabro nsa no timu kra o kra business na akosoro aba from kra no eno so cry say tua ho allowance omu bia ni ho abetima aka say 9 months ni edi ne ka nanso napkoni no a aban say wawie school wotifie ento aya adeso ama abusuafo wakofa de so omra na bosome so a obema ne say 699 Ghana cedis enu 700 Ghana cedis po aba be ye adwuma for 9 good months aban so wontua ne ka ebesi na aban tua ne ka ene se wo mani pa no kra tena afia se nkaso be ba mfaso because napkoni no okwa adwuma obefa ka oba obefaka okwa adwuma ma obedidi enti wo de emfa se aduane kra de otifi obedidi but car so e se nkoda ne mpa so a ka onfa car wa faka akwa adwuma for 9 good months aban say no I'm not paying them ebesi ne enti omoka and we are promising a rent allowances and rent support anyway yanhwe say aban betumi aya na so wontumi enye but you know say it's unfair for government to treat NAPCO. But you know the funny thing is, and I'm very simple. The funny thing is, most Ghanaian youth, ain't smart enough. When politicians want to use them, they don't see it. And then I confirm NAPCO buy. There was a national security report. All the security experts in this country can say the growing number of unemployed graduates or unemployed youth in this country is a security threat. And Tiababanu who said, no, I'm sure yeah. Sabrina a year face the country, no Clodabasa shall say, I'm sure yeah, Mabunu bet me to Yasusa, and a banaco for Napco no de baye. Since says Sebio Napco for the Rasnamonia smart in Tino. Mobatonium, Ishira Nabe, Seminio, Semajimio, Seminimianson, and Amotonium, and no crown you pay 300 Ghana cedis to travel all the way to your Independence Square to celebrate. Abani Yusu movie here for 2 years. I got 3 years also now. Election is over. They say national security threat. And I work from Kakrano. Pa, you more film. You say now you the more kokoto. You start so. 600 Ghana cedis a year monthly. Alawano cry and farm out. Never to my budgetary over 100,000 or 50,000 Ghana cedis for budgetary. But Aban refi say. Sign up for no market nephew. No matter koka unemployed graduate association. I work in this country. And for that matter, that security threat is still there. And Penny say, Penny say. We are ba na se otwetwe kunu bibi na ye kese a eda wa wo so we mpanyimfo abebu so treben was mpezi ye genentem mpeni se ye genentem so treben was mpeni se ye genentem sa akokora wu na da akokora di ade a ye na ne eto ahyeda so wadwen ni se wo de NAPCO buy just to get the youth engaged. Said that security threat ma, and they are back to ground zero. They are back to the unemployed graduate association plus one more graduate. And if you can't pay them, then why are you going to provide them? A requirement of professor provide a accommodation at the amomo. And abai, be careful. A bar a beka yina, me say bu beni bio, de tea for 2 trim, we and penny for bebu, until a jumedi share sana jono. I was saying 9:30, by this time I'm crying nada. Obi ohwe TV be penyi say wo your ba na se wo twetwe ukunu bia eye kese a edawa wo so enti aban fakọ adwendwe mu na ene ansa na meba fia ase kra no adwumawura Jospon Group of Company ene wakodi dwuma so nwanwaso bia eso edi pa Jospon Group of Company mo a na Ignite Media Original TV ene Metro TV ye nyina yensu ye wo Kwakosi a dying the 37 military hospital as a corporate social responsibility. The answer here the abuano a far 300 beds ya finish bibia a bebuama asra for kuma almost so elfantity muno ebenya bebiada. Me pacha yansha jumera a Dr. Jospon Dr. Joseph Siao Ejapon a jenekesi abo adwuma mabunu enya biye yentie the ehwemfo ni city.
Dr. Joseph Siao Ejapong Young Soldiers Blocker enei mpehene apahontama nebefiasi edidwumano yade ebehwe na aboa ama asrafo mako ahasa enya baby ediwunti atu ediwodwuma edi aboa apomuden ewo 37 military hospital wo adankora eduanan awotwe a mpehene erehwe se ebeboa ama asrafo ahasa etumi enya baby diwunti atu aboa ama apomuden etumi akoso no eyade a osusu se edemfaso de bebre boa amasra dom no dwuma atumi akoso ni tiru ene 37 aban ayeresabia no asrafo nketo a woreboa ema adwumaye atumi akoso obere orkasa ewo dwumadi no ase no executive chairman Dema Jospon Group of Companies ojedi se Jospon nyumaku no bra worye adwuma no na worhwe se mo betumi aboa na wode ama omanfo atrem akoyie ama omanga nanso atumi afa ne ntampafura no wonso won chefe wo mu no oreba ema omang no chechire enene kanko atumi adimu enuti wo bra banyinfo de beto nanim no na oni anu biara se obetumi ahwe na watumi aboa ama nei se adwumadi ye atumi akoso ade aboa akon apomuden ama asrafo nketo young soldiers nso atumi enya beebi di wonti ato edi wondwuma.
Your Excellency, in 2021 the Jospon Group of Companies signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ghana Armed Forces for the training of our staff, which was indeed seriously facilitated by the Honorable Minister of Defense, Honorable Dominic Nitiwo, which we will provide logistical equipments and other things, and then the military was to build capacity for us to have a joint company to be able to deliver some of the projects of the Ghana Armed Forces. Considering the cordial relationship that has existed between our institutions and also in line with our mission, we decided to embark on the 37 Military Hospital Junior Officers Accommodation. I am very elated that this project is finally completed at the cost of 5 million Ghana cedis, of which we are all here gathered for this ceremony. I've been reliably informed that the project will serve as an accommodation block for the young soldiers who will be working in various departments within the 37 Military Hospital and other hospitals and other military health centers in Accra. I wish to convey my profound gratitude to the Military High Command for the recognition and honor done me for, and my management, my able management, for the opportunity to be part of this wonderful, wonderful feat. I am inspired by what we are witnessing today, and this has further reinforced the company's resolve to continue to contribute our widow's might to the 37 Military Hospital in other areas in development which they want to embark on.
wo ne famu Ghana mampanyine His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo pasutwa hamam bue adankora na no ebe fiase de meaya asrafo beda di edi wodwuma no ehiresi eyade a nani asopapa esanse bra bangire ne famu de di aboase nei apomodin betumi akoso na sra dom adwumaku no adwuma yenso atumi akoso ewo na emu no won anamontum no na ankora nkora biti se Jospong Group of Companies Executive Chairman Dr. Joseph Siao Ejapong edi wanimu no nso ere ne famu de aboa ne nyina mu no eyade okire ni some Surunkon, Dema Executive Chairman, Dema Jospong Group of Companies, and Anamunchu Paurutu, Adiabua, Amo Mangana, Etumi Afanintampe Efura.
Told that the Chief of Defense Staff in 2021 made an appeal to the Jospong Group of Companies to assist with the completion of this block, a request which was duly heard and answered. Jospong Group of Companies agreed to complete the project as a corporate social responsibility at no cost to the Ghana Armed Forces. Jospong, well done. Aiko.
Enti we adwuma wura akofar by adwen kese abo adwuma mabunu nya bi Jospong no ma wadwuma a ma permanent job. Sebio sede wa nkasa wa ma homode na ebe hon wo sebia enti se napko enti wo ya na we yakoboso so na waketiaba eno achi no corporate social responsibility 300 bed facility eno kra no enye no nko a o eye 430 bed capacity but baby wo hod ma mo be office no ho kro no ba a wasi dia ma 37 military hospital yankopon hira dwumawra yankopon hira nenyini mi hu na bokren de Japan so wo ho ono so a few years ago ono so akwakosi center e de ama saa ne ehwe no se mo anyankopɔ adom mu a mo anya bi no mo gi abai contract na se mo ye ya ese bi o mo fa nsi estate ma mo honko a na mo de bi so aboa na etimi aboa ma ban wan ha ne kakra your hospitals ahodo bebre ye wo ahodo bebre betimi afa so aboa your community bi a wo kwa just 10,000 Ghana cedis bo ho a wo be spend no changing crop for lives e wo hono semo ya na ma ya ma na ye fe adwuma wura nyankopon hira wie ne sa na ya befia me kan say na adwuma de sire de ye no da WhatsApp number da screen so de asend fabre yankenkan WhatsApp messages na emfa emaw na de bia entimi nko ye medi ne sisan sama ho to ne medi obetima from the captain of the edition from my mafia major so man from Sami on top e ofia ha eno se medi ba ko ne mpanyufo a ye no mbedi dwuma yi yera citizen ato dazi ye chochofo panyini edema Great Consolidated Popular Party GCPP ene wo fiduam sanso ana yenua ye Alfred Kumi bonemrane Adenta Kumi a ono ena ye emabunu kasamafo ba ne mabunu fam de ma yewra Alan Kojo Chiremanten ye campaign a ode prefrankato for dibre ewo MPP Amanyosem amesha se mfamfiri ye Adenta Kumi menia apomi de
Ami adumo
edin kan ma mema utrinkwa congratulations ye appointment because that position in your position kentua it means automatically Sierra Alan Chiremanten be flag bearer na say obe president you are the Minister for Youth and Sports.
Amen.
Sure.
Amen. That's it. First of all, I say Adenta for so much now.
I'm a jomoso.
Into your Adenta for a sponsor, a Cheyamame. Oh, dear Sudan, can you say
Adenta kumi.
Adenta
matrawa. I said we are down one eye in Islam to me. Is a mature question.
Some also memory rent advance.
I'll be the first to apply.
I'll also be the second to apply. Anyway, first of all, match here with your phone, you know, me de asida ayekese ama otwediampo nyankopon say last week Saturday odi mfie ba ko kan me mfie ho na madana se for traveling mercies
odi afe ba ko ka wo
me mfie ho yes na masada na say for traveling mercies on say politics ya akwantu nko a nti obekọ obeba ni nyina ehye Namensa. Now, last week, my would day in Crofom, you know, Omoma, Menije, Yapa, first of all, Mia, Medofo, Yvonne Ansa. Now, my dad, Alan Kojoche Mantin, Honorable, Asi, say, I didn't expect, say, Crash, or Kayana, or Bibi, Yina Sute, say, Obabueno, or dinner birthday, or Mammy, a very wonderful gift. And I'm very grateful to Alan Kojo Chemantin and Yvonne Ansa for such a gift. See ya. Meche no machia adenta for na mada obibio wa adenta as for the supporter they've given me over the years as a young man in politics. Now senior Monday no Sunday Thanksgiving my youth spokesperson for Alan campaign there mean to me betina ha men and can sembia a course and I mean announcement on Simbia a course in a few minutes, Medase. So Sunday, Roland Chamantin there on Oji Namidi into Osi Nanamumbia obetu de Nyamia Yamano no Dadano Obeko Akodanya Miasi. Bible say, count your blessing, name them one by one, and you know what the Lord has done for you. Until Sunday or national Thanksgiving, na interdenominational. To bia no pese or baby no a baby. Share numbers now. We had about 2,500 people joining him for the service, and it was a great service. Yenya asofu so wusu bempa asofu salifu. I mean, ana asofu yobe preachy me nidiwo manosumi asemi sheda into me. Also for Reverend Ampia Kofi. Yes, Reverend Ampia Kofi. And omunyina so ne ball empire. It was a very good service. You free one na onzo obe start campaign why asantini this year no. Eso okọ otumfo ho na okọ ka kire na say nana edwuma ya obu amema amenya aye e wa ban mu no. Aya kodru ni say na mo foforo a me sa betu so any and also Monday ye koye na senior me who dream pa say Monday a nkofo inia bre say ye kwa adwuma pa nkofo timi shirt t-shirts edi ura Alan Kojo Chemantin echi free airport senior oza Ghana ye flight there ye can 8 o'clock ukra now one cancel flight ni see yi na chief so train we airport so ba be shia flight of 5 9 o'clock no na our cancel flight na manaba 11 na miadum obedru 11 no oni nkofo ni nam sa Ghana for uhwe not just polling station executives but ordinary Ghanaians ye dinechi eko menhia edru menhia so ahemfo ni gie ye na utumfo yese titu obi kan senior efri tete ana ya tete say asante free tete so asante entity frinshia menshia eshia se menshia enshia kwanshia ntibumi frinshia de ni munyam etwa no ho eshia asante hini osei tutu senior papa no se do si G Alan Kojo Chemantin no
na efe na asema na ye me dik me hu say de nti e fra papa ne King Solomon no de kasa ye say kasa tintin to ponko na papa no insem kakra bi o ka kire within the space of 3 minutes no na muedo. First of all, ye beda nana otumfo ase say nkrahye sema o ka kire alanchemantin osa motivate you know. And you know, or can be for Alan Kojo Chemantin one, a idea de bia maker. Say Alan character, here in the next presidency, a character, credibility and competence. But the character is above all.
Okay.
Now, senior, o 2 can be or say
for what you see.
Okay, send the men who say a free tama ya de tete who say unka kasebia a trinipada. A language that degrades other people. O politics no niema wa ye nyina me hu se wa ye bibi saada.
Na point line pa.
Yes, na me or say o janesa say onfa sa entitie na ye de titie no entoaso. Because senior unim say Facebook.
Okay.
Alan ebe ye yin obi ebe tro say obi a o political opponents cry ebo abaso a unka o masem eda. And we try and find your politics.
Okay.
Now, last one.
We wish you the best.
Last one.
We wish you the best.
Senior, last one. Now, also to ye MPP for say ye hwehwe candidate which magic to me Amagana. And you say open candidate keke. Who shwe nipa no na ho ahombrase woni mu no bit magic power na. The Ghana for hwehwe enye the party ni hwehwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adenta Kumi, I don't know, one the spokesperson about the Utah, and my year Alan Kojo Chemati campaign, auntie. My money to no I any campaign in a campaign, the marketing department, and now back now invoice that hot. Mate,
bedawase.
Apomie.
Same, Yamanadum.
Radiasi. Then I cost over the weekend.
Maminchia, Adenta Kumi. Na minchia wara na minchia etifu na shofo na Michael producer Great Commission TV.
Okay.
I'm sure you know him with another name also Chill was so now also my
you me huni picture there
nti Michael Imbre Chill na weekend it was a sad occasion for me. My brother cried me, I mean, just 41 years of age. Now, 29th of December, yesterday, into Saturday, you could see him. It was a sad moment for all of us, especially one my Osu Church of Christ. I mean, it was a very sad moment. Twin, the junior one away from. Alfred Atamante Ajimfra. Inti mafa damu kwendu mama ne yer no wokafo aweje nechi oye Mrs Eleanor Afi Ajimfra yankopon shawzi na onke busuani na ono nhemu ina azin yame aduma Saturday zo kwame kwachi citizen show wa Cry FM producer no so na ma da phone inti Saturday so ya me aduma ye bekwa kwa bo na wakata na ma meche inti mafa kwa nduma ka cho bia na homa hyeso de yankopon oncheche wonre na yehwe Ghana mayamari koya amda yamana ye bebum inti ye bema
okay
ye bekase
inti I don't know ye bebum ena nsem egu apono so a ye pense mu ye Ghana ye ka pempen so a ababedu your debt to GDP 93.5%. You know, because for the third or fourth time, I'm buying a postpone it. And as I buy extended deadline for your domestic debt exchange program, no. What heard him say this time around, February 7th, now we all the negotiations net to me at the key. Say by Juma and I say Juma and so Transparency International. Corruption barometer de aba Ghana baby ejina na ejina ene Ghana ewiase ama hodo nyina na Ghana ye toso 72 e pe o ma kankan pro ne dwirim amene ya toso 72 and near record. And then so that a year 38.3% electricity water tariff increment, you know, a key effector to me at the echo. Any issues are any go up on us why you pay more. Ma minia churches also a national communication team member ma NDC Amanyosem. Minia akaba. Apo me there.
Ni never can say adepachi ni sanchene ma me. Sanchene bia nchen say adepachi. Ti me ka say de Yankopon ase say emoja da so esaneguyem.
NDC moti saying
NDC mo adwobre. NDC they say they bia me ka say party na emu ehwam. A party a kono a party a ohwa obia pese wode no ho don party no nti meka say NDC de mu dwe nti say ya no ma omo de omo ka omo ho a this nipa wuo ani moja hwegu den etom no na yeso na ye wo memma no because ye yi obia ba obia nim say yes ye credible men of integrity enye sebi omo a ye ka kire omo say they don't even measure up omwa yase mo chechi free so mba be ka cho so de nchima we ndi na chini o say chairman say abosu o say MPC ni na no they don't just measure up Kennedy upon say MPP for there oh sebi and person me repeat in the words our campaign bi ndi NDC party a credible party a o hwe ade papa bi e wo Ghana o hwe Ghana your constitution o hwe Ghana fourth republic o hwe Ghana anything bia the micro name the foundation of the nation NDC.
Okay.
That is us. We have the track record. And yes so and the professor Ababedi president. Obia nye bi da. You know at the end of the day no NDC for no say they say boy you know kasa ye na ya take Ghana nim. Do you have a man say I didn't tell me kasa ni na o say you pe candidate or babaje for obaji to me. NDC for mu pekase pi kawasem what was NDC for pekase NDC ni nya so kasa pe oba ya wabetena ha kawasem Ghana for no wa Ghana for
also on kana sema
kawasem adentagumi I didn't tell NDC for kasa na ese de akombia simuso mo da mo we no economic management team no bacho na alan oka hu bi omu na di akwakoduru ba bi omu di akwakoduru economic management team no na mo say John Dramani mama you incompetent and you talk a whole gallon of petrol no 14 Ghana cedi no
okay pause baby I wanna power am share
you don't respect the studio late
opposition only ada anyway
opposition only ada what ba late o ba e so pagana
for say enfrem free hot
no see so pagana for so why late for sure no it's not good
do so my
credibility they don't have the credibility
jama oni afefo ni jama me eno ne yemi majuma okay wo juma ne so be ye ala na MPP agenda me so meje program na yan share Ghana public debt according to Bank of Ghana is 575 billion Ghana cedis by no crown ye some of the state agencies the premier kan nyina bo is over 600 billion Ghana cedis and the COVID-19 expenditure and sense many is for me a press conference then I'm Musiki and also a corruption perception index for the yes Nanado by the highest score of Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo government is 43 as the lowest score of John Dramani Mahama so as compare as it means a buying investment one making on all the state institutions that fight against corruption and results domestic debt exchange everything economy.
Oh, 15. Mamenda was bebre. Say wakwa go fast and we see what food so do so awdo nyina. Say nde wa wanim sem a Ghana for. And who say Ghana the series of we be press conference kakra they say moment of truth. I was say kind of crema Ghana 40. Nti no ase na me call ye. Before we also me call Ahoto FM. E ko churches and say nti adwuma ni die ni bia na yedi ba bi bekam den so abewi afeso nde traffic so kakra ebo me tiatie fo mfanche me ene ahwefo ni no mfanche me nyese bia ebo pa ye we are not arrogant too. For us we are not arrogant ye bre ho ase ye ntimi kan che Ghana for say me for so obi aso nto aba ma me ye flag bearer bia no be ka cha him for say ompo mu kosi school dan no mutimi mo ultimatum ende mo de ye kan mo ma ye deadline Unto mo de Ghana for Ghana for sika wom ho no na wa man deadline so me sign it nka minim so di ofie wura ka uti ni dia udi mirika ka se bi ukotena ya ne so a ka wo nsore mba ende na meka no ode se ndan ho na apai na sokuru nso anya baabi awura enye sa nka minim kwan obefa so di MPP akompe NDC won sa DDEP omode abai eye brofo kese se bi minua no mo wo ho no MPP fo mo brofo no ma kwan ne brofo no ne tintin ni tietie ni na ne se nde omo se Ghana ye nika pre Ghana is broke Ghana ye ni hwe wo ye confess mu di Ghana nde ye de wo ka ye ntimi ntua na wo hu entira de bia me ka se mbi se ye firi hin e na ebeduru ha se ne ye tuwe na ye se Ghana ye niska na ye ka kire John Dramani Mahama so ye incompetent or ye bad leader or ye mismanagement the government na mismanage bibia the John Dramani Mahama eye mismanager a ono mismanage bibia no and the John Dramani Mahama ntimutimi gina so ko euro bond ekoje about 11 billion John Dramani Mahama efri akunya so no na from Kwame Nkrumah mbre so be pem ono ne time so no na eka na 120 billion and the matuma bokasa matumi abobusia sa mande ye ka no enam almost 500 and something billion Ghana cedis. John Dramani Mahama, ye hwe na nim ye hwe ne ho akonno na yamba mo bosia. And dem say John Dramani Mahama na incompetent. John Dramani Mahama, senka John Dramani Mahama ne bie na no ka asem say the Ghana our debt is unsustainable. Ti na make say nka nsem o mbe ka che John Dramani Mahama no. Kenye bini. Won say John Dramani Mahama a historian or a writer. On economics book no wan kan bi. But when you say the Fourth Republic, Fourth Republic, we should be the highest GDP growth, 9.25%. John Dramani Mahama. 2012. Record no kwani kura no. And I challenge them to bring their records out. When you say John Dramani Mahama biem 2011, since say ti kuro bi efe say Ghana, ono as the head of the economic management team. This one one kind economics in you. Or no a historian or a writer or a communication expert. 14% GDP growth. And I challenge the MPP people to come out. John Dramani Mahama BM or a historian. Ukura single digit inflation for 33 solid months. Or a historian. And who will become a better president than this kind of person? Why in a bit me about John Dramani Mahama? And then John Dramani Mahama. Okay, in terms of challenges ever two. Once a doom so by it's in 1984. Rollins, ever two Kufo, ever two Atanos, but Obai was him taking this responsibility upon myself. Was there two Kufo, no need Kufo here? Was it what I say be wo bokiti? What I say be wo pan? Yes, it's some zoom from Kugu Akosobo. Because the South office of Mokobon Payama Kosobo Yama, John Dramani Mahama, Ejitu. And so do so. But at me at the Ghana Foundation, see on what we do. Na ne obi aba be ka kire ye se ne. Ono ye ni what say ye ni sika biem. Enti ye ntimi ntua ye ka. Ye firi hin e be duru ha. Na nde ye po obi amana ba be 2024 amana be president. Ye say obi wo hono better than John Dramani Mahama. Ye say Alan. Ana ye say Baumia. And I say, why Anthony Akuto? These leaders, they be this batch of incompetent people. But the only Akwa and their legacy no muba bijaye. Look at all the economic indicators. John Dramani Mahama is free about me. Nani CD are depreciated by 9.6%. And then what is the depreciation of the CD? And then inflation, John Dramani Mahama time, near 15%. And the inflation, and then 54.1%. John Dramani Mahama, unemployment rate, 5.4%. The inflation, and then 17.4%. And then, Niama boy, Dinsama, and the petrol. When you say petrol boy, they are not be a boy. That by way incompetency. When you say money crab boy, you will be a do weekends, man, pay man, need your power. When you have more money, you could be no way you come to. Then more money, I don't Dramani Mahama time near 50 pesos. They are more money 5 Ghana cedis. Was sorry, I will say, and there ube chuchu se keke Pepsodent. John Dramani Mama Tane 5 Ghana cedis in there. Pepsodent nam 18 Ghana cedis. Hey, but they make pepper this way. You hear any so share. Nanko we feel good. 80 pesos John Dramani Mama time. And there you told this way 3 Ghana cedis. None there. Your bosia, you see there. Aban we pay. Baby kura kwa bobosia obia so on bosia. I'm telling you there. If Aban we can apply for MTN quick loan, could be on bosia. Because the catcher say you don't qualify for this anyway. Because Aban we at the bridge, born home what in Usika command. I'm telling you, Usika come and don't be a Johnny Aban we, don't be as one money sika. None there. A month for Sika walk, you give them deadline. And then you give them deadline. These people, a month for Sika, sebi, Oma pension, who can offer who you pay. MPP appointees mu pay. I didn't take me to a mu pay. Pensioner on what trivia, or no did Sika top wonder. Interest can clear about what did you say and no intimate. None less or than a baby school. This is about 25 years, or 10 years, or 7 years. And Sana, what you mean the back school. And then we need to medical bills. And then also we need to come here. If we want to know, I don't know what daily bread or what 12 any day. We say they win to me here. Nan they krum hayetia, BBNC here. And yen safon kasaye. A grow phone kasaye. Civil society organization. This is happening in Ghana. You see where John Dramani Mama ne nyobi manin kana se mo money here. And then I'm sad as a Ghanaian. These people won't. Or mama me ferry, some year politician keke, MPP for. Or mama bro, some destroy them to the extent say won't. Hellfire won't. Or mum brand on my because no crap no crap. Come what they don't talk to me about Kasa. Ubeti the Ghana for. Or best catch the Ghana for. These people, everyone say, and they are not shy. They are so bold. Whoa, confidence ni kukudu no munya de Kasa. And I am ya, and you're more torn on Mudino, Sakukudu no munya de Casano. And there, dear no bit matches or my yen jobs on me breaking the age on me breaking. What? And there she state Amudi Aquakudu. Monka say employment. A man for be free Togo, Guinea, Hefan, Abakruma, Ababe Ya Juma, a Juma Buso. And the unemployment rate is 17.4%. And the corruption perception index. John Dramani Mama. The worst performance 2016, 43. And then the best performance from 2020, 2021, 2020, 43. There's a corruption there. A jarimo. That is a definition for MPP as a party. A jarimo. John Dramani Mama, a bon wasa. You see, or they say, I confirm, you see, diaries, you see, then be piano. The lowest here 43%. John Dramani Mama, as 2014, which means you are 48 out of 100. Sa leader way that so tiase we see enja ye mam see mu see say Kwame Nkrumah din Kwame Nkrumah wie ya ye ka say Kwame Nkrumah ke or the say ye hu ya ye mam say John Dramani Mama din there ye man say din or that so he's still alive and he's still coming and then John Dramani Mama John Dramani Mama ye saint or kasa na ko say nkom hye intimacy 2024 campaign John Dramani Mama campaign no I had to say the Nowest Ark. And no biambra be wrum. And no na ye nkwaje. And no na ye the channel I say wrum. Dime these MPP people. Se me show mo. Na se me transi din na me ti so mo kasa. I feel like I've sinned against my God. That I need fasting and prayers. Se ma transi ties MPP ni kasa keke. Because they make me sad. Because me any policy what is saying Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say wa launch housing scheme be
rent assistance.
I'm sad. Send them some discover she moto. And then the bosia and I must say obi a wo ye adwuma no. Ono na qualify say oba apply. Na fe aban na bo na bosia. Na odi aide odi akwa hand dan. Aban no be bo na bosia mo akwa hand dan. If I
say yo ana
omuso mu discover she botomo minim say abebu
obitia me hwe qualification criteria na me hwe na but me bizamo say You see, as I'm going to apply for Saturday, we are market you send on bet frame. Send on bet.
What's MBB for one? Missy one, I want dear Quano you. I want dear Quano moye. And there, would the Nub Kufoka. Nub Kufoni here, I know. And there you've in afforestation, Mudiomuka. NSS for Mudiomuka. And the never the other show say, Juman, and Juman won't create one district, one factory. Me sure say, Alan, on and know that trade ministry now. On find a track record, Umbra out in here. What was our trade balance? What was his record at the trade ministry? And then no mutimi achieve. And then most of my meaning said you teach the child the way quite obe fast obe fishing, but not to fish and give the meat to the child. And to come on try quite obe fast to pesca. But mama try say mumu mayiska. Na mumu mayiska did appear. And then unim said there I cry her. So open there agents. And I be kwa open there man, but your agency fee is ombetuana. Viewing fee na so ombetuana. Na adwuma no kwan niwa timamuni ni benye sika wan na akwa kutwa za ewi. And then the mum first can say bottom biom. But then the mum be chere ebosiabo. These people, I just don't know their way of thinking. So I'm got trans no mo kinkan or books na. I don't know, so we live on a different planet and a different planet. I don't even know. To me, MPP as a party, Ghana ni biya this people almost contested MPP primaries in na. Uko muni na boom. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Alan Chinamante, Kennedy Japan. Omuni na ya bekronsa. Eya peteshu, guinizo, adonko nini na bro the same pair. Difference bien him. Omuni na ye the same thing. And in Ghana for we should know and then we can read in between the lines. John Dramani Mama is the obvious voice. John Dramani Mama. Oyobia, why a fantastic job. John Dramani Mama, why a Juma, I'm a man for Angasa who say yes. Why Juma? In terms of infrastructure, will be anywhere to the Commissioner General. John Dramani Mama, in terms of development, John Dramani Mama will be anywhere. John Dramani Mama, me say, young train Emma John Dramani Mama, and Benyini, Ember retired and Sana Yakase, we wish John Dramani Mama was alive. We wish he's contesting for the presidency. Until 2024, it's JMW 2024. John must win 2024. Say Obia or then Obabe Shembiano.
Any day.
JMW 2024.
So John, why copying Baumia?
Now they are copying Baumia. That be
NDC lacks ideas.
NDC lacks ideas. Edu Swanwa kasa. Baumia must win BMW. NDC formation campaign, how much any campaigns? So why going to adopt John must win?
Adopt two Baumia. Baumia won't. Baumia to me fan of home bam maybe Baumia is the one copying us. And those words are working. Me just a work out. Me say Baumia correct.
Only BMW.
Me BMW. BMW they say account. Account what hundred that. But what is JMW that? That means you are the fufuro biaba. Wow, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Me tisi obi the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia compare John Dramani Mama. Aya na eyemi ya. Because one Baumia no, he is a licensed liar. Or your political scammer. And or your intellectual fraudster. Would you go back down? So I can't say so form.
Okay.
O show. ABF saying but also show. No show good evening. Look at the place of the sun. And yes, ABF no that down no.
Maminka first batch message was here. Good evening, Hunter. At times, the great NDC makes me feel like I'm in a wrong party when the MPP was in opposition. Look at how they were handling issues in this country. Demo here and there, but the NDC is not doing same. Why? Well, so that the MPP communicator knows that Alan was part of the ship that just sank. He only jumped out to say the captain was not good, but he was a co-captain as well. We see the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Don't mind MPP today. They said there's no God. Killers. They said there is no God. Killers, good evening, Same. A free man, a winyama kokumemle no de aba. But what type of message we are not really true. And small pushama. Or say when they start like this, they humble themselves, and when the power is given to them, they begin to do the unthinkable. Whether Alan or whoever is coming, we are all the same. Or they are all the same. What did Nanado not do, but look at him now? No respect for Ghanaians. Roy Takrade. I believe Alan Chemantin can drive. He made a promise which I thought it could be difficult to implement it, but seriously, he cleared the space with a short solution. The decision to pay the polling station executives the dues and monies that are given to the constituencies can be used to establish businesses and ventures into transport. Alan has the brain. Alan, hashtag Alan 2024. Wilberforce Kwesi Boateng from Dwabin constituency. My good, Okay. Good evening, sir. 2024 is going to be do or die. Me sure say sana person but still we see actually them because me kindness pepper there it will mean something different. We see Harrison Edifrey Agbo Gbarodi Webre. We see good evening, sir. May I ask you to ask a gammon the meaning of enra maybe say I almost say ateni. Sa where there was a dear bay. I don't say ateni. Emmanuel. They say ateni. Tipembo. It is a national ATV. I can't pronounce it. Was it tell me MPP boy to was it tell me no, it's supposed to be tell the MPP boy to shut up when wisdom is talking. He should tell us what is it? Tell us the say. What's it?
Or you.
Men can't tell me test and so on table. But I try the Arabic. Arabic. No. Don't tell my test and say one table. That's total disrespect.
Error.
Yeah. A typing error, a typographical error.
Everybody does it. Okay, say shut up.
On behalf of Amanyosem, I apologize.
That is the arrogance of the MPP.
Yeah.
That is the arrogance.
It's also unfortunate.
I apologize.
No.
But
that is the arrogance of
leave
the
that one to me. Leave that one to me.
That is the arrogance of the MPP.
Leave that one to me. When they start giving it to you, me I go readable. You radio there about say. You should tell this. You should tell us the salary he earned as a worker and which work he has been doing. Emmanuel from Kotobabi and Ediwe Abba. We say sometimes I pity this young, handsome NPP man. I wonder how this nice man be supporting this disgraceful, short and incompetent man who call himself Ghana's president. I would advise him to change his mind because it's so disgraceful to see him wear MPP shirt. Roy Takrade Node Abba. Okay, 2 now from Comrade Obed Dennis Kachiku, formerly at Unibank Ghana Limited. Or say Aluta Brigade President Nana Addo and MPP government borrow more than all the existing governments in the Fourth Republic. They have nothing good to show. Honorable Alan Chemantin was the same swimming pool with Nana Bawumia government before failure and disaster in leadership. The governance of sloganeering and propaganda always gives unnecessary attention. Good evening, Sami. Most useless party in the whole world is an MPP party. I don't know if they think at all. I say good evening, Sami. Hey, so Dr. Bawumia is still promising and launching program Haba. Can someone advise him? Please, we are tired of being tired. How can you be tired of being tired? Okay, that's what brabre. We a J Eddie from Fanco and what they abre. Okay. And two bit master no there, but patch type of message in we are. Now I start him now. What who's a beer working for push it, mammy. Kumi, I don't talk to me. 15 minutes.
You know, in my politics, one of the things, once I'm a attack you'll be personal leader. But respect is very key. I don't go on radio and I make my submission. And I would have loved if Kakasa said, your chachas, your NDC man, if he respected himself and made his submission without mentioning my name. It's very important. Waba over here. Yebusa no senior pacho. Debi meba mamenye submission.
Obey your submission. Obey your submission.
Debi okas.
Meba there's nothing wrong say.
No meba.
Atobebo din.
Debi
and now we be din.
No, but bomi din now catch him say me arrogant. O catch him say I don't attack people's personality. It's
the arrogant word he used, Meba. The arrogant word he used.
It's important to set a precedent.
Hold on.
The arrogant. Hold on. It's important. It's very, very important.
Kumi, listen. Hold on. So, the arrogant word that we had one single out, so you are arrogant. Was it that is the poster of NPP or the government? So he didn't make it personal. So he didn't make it personal.
The arrogance of the MPP.
So because the arrogance of the government is different from say Kumi is arrogant.
MPP ni Bennett na.
Okay, you still have your 15 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes we have to be fair to the issues. We have to be fair to the issues. You see, Kwatrikwa see Obama on tuma. No we tie anything. Kwatrikwa. What's here? It wasn't even part of the things I was going to talk about because I don't believe in that tangent.
You still have your 15 minutes.
What's here? SCM for John Mahama, bra. Oh, Casso Munina, or Cacasebi say, in Sunuma Monam. John Mahama, the only the same John Mahama, and the neighbor. John Mahama, and Ghana for any NDC for Uncle Tuaman, and yet the same John Mahama, and your Bass Brandon John Mahama. And your John Mahama or J Ford Bass, Ford Expedition, and your John Mahama. And your John Mahama, no, Sada, or Shema, Sada, ni Jida, Echoso. Yeah, Bunny and Maya topic. Let's stay to the topic. So if you have evidence of corruption, say, Ubia corruption, he said, you come and present it and show it to the good people of Ghana. For the good people of Ghana to say, corruption, me, I don't go on radio and you attack anybody. It's not my style of politics. Masa, if it's a corruption, I cost one, previous government, you know, it doesn't help anybody. So we have to learn a programmer. It should be educative. Not Ghana fools. It's young. Afro barometer. Almost say a corruption perception. I won't mind him. What is corruption perception? What is corruption perception? It's important for Ghanaians to understand these things. You've not taught Ghanaians anything. First of all, corruption and anything. See that do you think says our corruption do you think it's even the accurate figure? I can tell you that it's even more. That corruption perception is even more than what we think. Because you can never measure corruption. And then maybe Madina, Yasimo Bia and Chemuo overhead and I say. But you have people passing there. Ninyanka corruption. So corruption cannot be measured. But we should rather speak against it. It doesn't matter whether it's MPP or NDC. Mimi who people MPP more, you know me, meba enya meba meka. Because a chrono, a bona we mia, a chrono ban we mia, a bebon. A bon sina wona a be free ho. So let's speak to issues the way it is. Senior, corruption here, a whole pandemic we've been fighting over the years. And it's something that MPP, NDC, even other countries, America, Republican, ebi wom because if you be yesi mensa wom. And then corruption. We share corruption, I say dishonesty, fraudulent. Senior, mami busa wasem. Me yeju say me wejumem na ene paper we yejuma paper. Na me hu mafa paper we say me di kofi akotro so a. Senior corruption and any corruption. These are the lowest form of corruption, sir.
So now we should blame Ghanaians and not the government because in opposition you blame your predecessor. So I corrupt. And just I'll give you the time. You blame your predecessor, say or you corrupt, and I will share how you are fighting against corruption. And we have Transparency International every now and then, the barometer and the records of the say your predecessor also are corrupt. On the worst performance, your best performance. So why are you not outperforming your predecessor?
Senior, and when America actually say when it comes to corruption, the corruption index no me barometer no me no. They say corruption perception.
Yeah.
Corruption perception, no. You can never get say corruption perception will be to me I quantify corruption perception. You can never. If you followed me over the years in my media, those times NDC, I say corruption perception, it can be more or less. You can never determine it. That say Obiaye.
That is why it's perception.
Yes, Obiaye Afu. See now, how can you determine? How can you say you are measuring perception? How can you measure what is called perception? Corruption, no, they are mining, and it stands on two things: individuals and those in power.
Okay.
And not make cases, no. So I was giving you an example of what happens even in our little everyday of life. No, I said what about power, so to me, no. How are they conducting themselves? Corruption, and yet, say, why, we discount. So do to me. Say, can I say you fa A to B? Now do to me I fa C to B. Ni nyina ka corruption no. Corruption enye skedi ngwa. Are you getting it? So it is very difficult to determine corruption perception. But notwithstanding that, no, yempe corruption wo maimu. Nti emfa ho ne de oye corruption no. Say John Mahama, say Nanado, we are not accepting corruption in this country. And it's important for all of us to come to that table. So at this point, we are tired. But you see, the interesting thing about corruption is once I look at perception, perception starts in the mind. Corruption is an idea. What do you mean, idea? Because dear Jesus Christ, about salvation. It's an idea you introduce. You can kill the person, but you cannot what? You cannot kill the idea. Because idea no, you transfer sa. See that mean to me show when you say you are corrupt. What dream pona ubu wotrim no. And no wotrim. But mean to me now say obi o show TV no cry they are corrupt. I just say why action no. I don't know if you are getting it. Anna, say nipa na action no so unless say action nipa no and so now you are able to determine say corruption be akoso wo ha baby. And another simple example, this is a zebra crossing. Unim say so for zebra crossing. No one for zebra crossing. Unim say foot bridge in so use. No use foot bridge no. That's one aspect.
Auditor General report paid 600,000 for ambulance for the past 3 years and by. You paid 10 million Ghana cedis as a life insurance cover for 10,000 health workers. Besides, who are those beneficiaries? We couldn't provide anything. Is it not an example of corruption?
Senior, you see, when I hear what me deviate, but I'll come on that. What is Auditor General report? Auditor General report stands on two things. I'm a finance guy, and we have to explain things for people to understand. Auditor General report and your final report. Yes, the Auditor General has the opportunity to surcharge and all those things. But Auditor General, a reporter, it goes to something called the Public Accounts Committee. First of all, what is an Auditor's General Report? Both findings and recommendation. Oh, minua say kaka so ye NDC ni wako wia bayre miensa. Say yes me bon di. Say me dey here mfa to ho. Say kakas minua wako wia bayre miensa. Adenta kumisi we o de say kaka enyin se we wia wako to bayre miensa. Bayre no market no yesi bayre ni 2 cedis. But say kaka say bayre ni 3 cedis. That is the finding no. Omo finding is say kakas bayre na 2 cedi no. Sorry, say chachas oh dem sorry. Say chachas akoto bayre. Bayre ni 2 cedi wo market mu. Afei ono buy no say bayre ni 3 cedis. That is the finding. Then the Auditor General report will give you a recommendation. Say recommendation ni won say o hwe omo service na. These are their findings. These are their recommendations. Say churches ember restore 1 Ghana cedi. Embra. It's a Public Accounts Committee now. No man can say other na buy any 2 cedi. Wo okoto no 3 cedi. Ne dia say churches aba. No abeka say oh buy any denti e ko ye 3 cedi say COVID time no. Nanka ye nyina ye nim say to buy 2 cedi at this time. But COVID time niema because of scarcity niema kosro. Now, evidence to prove that. That is one. Into the Public Accounts Committee, they give you, and they say, they'll come and prosecute you. They give you the opportunity to also show evidence. Now, so want to mean provided evidence to such effect. Then they tell you, say. Oja could be, I say, over $81 million. You did 12 vaccines. Vaccines, and buy. What was the recommendation? They should restore the money into the government caucus. That was their recommendation. So even before, say, Kombeko Public Accounts Committee, a year back, I'm how much I say, baby, I come store no ministry. No, I reply say, baby, I come store ne adi. Charlie, in 3 years, say, COVID vaccines, what we do Ghana. Now say. That is one breath of it. I'm not saying say we should defend everything. Baby, what me who ya me shame. You see, baby, what omanji receipt. I was angry as a Ghanaian, not as an MPP or as a politician. I was angry. Say other na ya idea, my idea receipt income. And I'm who back be so. You see, over invoicing. But you see, ube kumu no. They will give their recommendation. Then when they go to Public Accounts Committee, we listen to the outcomes.
Would there be any good justification, say, at the end, invoice, never say yes, but over invoicing? Would there be any
senior example
as a finance person?
Yes, as a finance person. At the Bakwa, say, Auditor General's report hereby.
2 minutes.
Yes, it's the first of its kind. One, this one, it was requested by the finance minister. I'll show you now. Was requested by the finance minister. That's the first thing we should understand. On one request here. The second thing they say, this is the first time I hear pandemic. This is kama omoye report. Okay, I say, NDC wabemuno. There was a little disaster. Ama Urajo Mahama. Ejiske say a circle assembly in America. Ejiske say omufanye. Did we hear an audit on it? Was there an audit on it?
Why not? Say public fund, why not?
There was no audit on it. I'm telling you. Say, they should come out and tell me, say, this is the audit report.
I cannot sit here and say that.
But I'm telling you.
There's no, because
I'm telling you, sir.
Because I appeal to ignorance.
Yes.
Once I mean,
but I'm telling you, sir, there was not even an audit report on it. That does not mean, sir, there shouldn't have been an audit report. I'm just telling you, sir, this is a precedent, sir.
So I trying to say, because of the COVID, we can say, at the full buying into all the COVID expenses the payment system in this country, everything changed because of COVID. Because
na Gary Gary let you use Gary. Me Gary eduane unimi abe use me pepa. Sina na Gary Olonka ye 6 cedis assessing. And then unya Gary Olonka join COVID and me who say Gary is suti. Nose mask me wo adamfobia na okra PP ono de no ye okra ansana. Nose mask ni o nyina shuti. Ana mbusa na say onia adena nose mask ni o shuti. Ana o catch me say China container mo from China no no mutu ya $1,200. China for issue ti ade no ko 1,000 issue to cost 6,000 Ghana cedi $6,000. So who is taking that cost? That cost in free and no one said no smacks are you use no. If we 10 Ghana cedi, 5 Ghana cedi, aba me and 1 Ghana cedi. Don't we acknowledge the fact that even during the COVID time, no?
The question may be say ade na 1 cedi a okota buying sika also the advance say receipt eba.
Yes.
And it's 1 cedi now because of COVID, there could be 1,000 Ghana cedi.
I agree with you.
Receipt.
I agree with you.
Why is it that because most of the explanation ever from the government, we are able to get a year official receipt or a year over invoice because of COVID-19?
That one, I don't agree with it.
Okay.
Yes, we can have situations be maybe emergency. So but you can't tell me say a whole lot of things you didn't get receipt from it. Let's not condone such things in our politics. No. Not because I'm an MPP, so I come and sit here and
I've
say,
gifted you 2 more
receipt.
minutes, so my mentor has say. You knew idea the about say Nana was say, aka fellow Ghanaians. Or BMW means Belmia must withdraw. But is this not the same man who promised us a concrete road? Please ask him how many kilometers has they construct. And again, as the MPP man, how was the price of ordinary pure water was sold at Mohammed's era, and now, how much is one now? Okay, Sammy, I will shut my television off if you allow this MPP man chance on your program again. He don't fit to be at your studio. This is democracy. Mr. Host, tell the MPP man that Ghanaians don't want to die again. He should give us a break. George Ejifritama. We say I'm Benjamin Evans Pegu. Or say you see Nanado is using Ghana's money to fulfill his childhood fantasies to become a president. The relationship that's supposed to exist between power and people is that of mutual respect and intellectual kinship. Oforiata is still walking around freely. But see, these people won't listen to Ghanaians. They always think about themselves. Benjamin Evans, Pegunode Abba. Was this, the rental scheme introduced by Baumia will be mirage course at the end of the day. Landlords and landladies will be forced to charge a uniform fee, and again, as a commercial entity, they will be forced to what? Pay income tax too. But what is wrong with say a landlord why do you see cannot go to income tax? They're supposed to pay rent tax is there. If you have one month see a check, and all compare that high a 2-bedroom 1,500, 2,500, 1,500 for 2 years, 36,000 Ghana cedis. Now will be a Jesus carry or no income tax. No be called Alewa 10 Ghana cedis no income tax. Please tell the MPP man to stop telling lies because all Ghanaians has now realized their mistakes they have done for voting for MPP. Boss, I promise you that 2024 election by 8 p.m. JM will be the president of Ghana, Nuruddin from Asimfosu. Well, it's a good evening to you all. Nanado government is full of corruption and corruption. They finish Ghana money, so go punish them one by one. Francis Edifi Chantan, Starlet branch on the Abreye. Paisa Mutaru. Paisa messages in it. Okay. As a finance minister's threat to the individual bondholders is highly unfortunate, regrettable, and prejudiced towards the judiciary. Now, what is more scary is that it could damage our economy further because the threat will certainly cause apprehension to financial investors. On top, the issue is that the finance minister keeps saying we all should indulge in a burden sharing. Did we all share the goodies when their criminal government and his dangerous data bank benefited? Why is Adenta Kumi exhibiting his ugly character just like all MPP always does? In fact, he was the first to start attacking Chakas. Or say, but look at him boiling butu butu butu. This word is, you should say insult. I can't use banzality on national television. Kudos to Charles, kudos to Churches and Citizen too. Sammy, you remain the best. Faisa Mutaru and Edway Abre. Okay, Mamina Faisa Sonamen Komra, or Bedu Suna Echo. Senior citizen, 15 minutes. Ghana, she said, I didn't know what it is will be to him be true. Ya didn't be brave, but I'm not doing it.
The simple and year, Mekade Ghana and year, a government that is honest, a government that will come down to the level of the people. Now I engage in Kofu. Already this government has lost credibility. I keep saying, Abani Kadro ye bibi even if it's a good thing, nobody believes it. See, this government has shown a whole lot of inconsistencies. Endorse them, or not see them. There will be no haircuts. Adecheno, ye Sakura, so ye opinion you. I mean, there is no clarity in terms of what this government wants to do. Domestic debt exchange. Look at how we keep shifting. Once this extension is done, there will be no other extension. Adecheno, you see a move. So, I mean, what are we doing? So, it be something that if we have an honest government, if we have a consistent government, a government that will show credibility, the more Kenya Jinutum, they ampa. See, the reason why individual bondholders, it is not by force. A pair join, a pair man join, you won't lose money. But they don't trust the government. They don't. If they trust the government, they would have said, oh, so on your piano or pedal or sign on the program. It's a pay me sign. Once I won't lose my investment, I won't sign. But they don't trust this government because the government is using a bulldozer approach. I'm there. What you're assuming? The man mentality now no woman worry. So instead of meeting people, enjoying, consulting people, engaging people, no, which should have been the first approach in terms of governance, they don't. They go with their bulldozer approach or hater, then they start coming back to do engagement. I mean, a government that does not learn lessons. I shudder to wonder where Ghana is going. And in brief, simple and short. See, our economy is in shambles. We are in a state of insolvency. Wonto, si yenyina yamfa yensa angupuno dra. Ochina, aha yeti, yenyantina. That is the truth. And if we don't take care, no other government can survive beyond this government.
That's a serious statement. Serious statement.
So as a politician, and from where I sit, I'm really scared. And I'm hoping and praying that I keep on encouraging everybody. So today, because truly, we don't have a solid foundation. We don't at all. At all. And that is why I done Musuma Minu Adenta. That I want them solid foundation now working when you feel that we don't have a solid foundation to build a superstructure on it. No. We don't. Because this kind of system that we have now, at the time you have people who have not agreed to do a domestic debt exchange, you are voting 30 million Ghana cedis to do a rental scheme. It's in Yiska. The cow. One of my what they will call what down with cow. Then one of my what they will call what's there. And Yesika message another policy. Would they take you serious? IMF phone crowd will take Ghana for you. They are serious. You are doing a domestic debt exchange. They are bondholders. But I have money, 30 million Ghana cedis, to run a rental scheme. I mean, and some of the things that you hear even about the scheme, in case you're a laudable idea, anything rental, especially be a what's in Ghana, Accra especially. Now when anything rent, double bomb will rent up cordon. Everybody would have jumped on it. But you see, I keep saying that regulators in this country are supporting politicians to rape this country. Regulators. Your banking sector cleanup. SEC as a regulator, what were they doing? What's in a while? Some of the, because if you say that some of the banks have defaulted and whatever, you as a regulator, what were you doing? That's in a while there, Obimbra no collapse all these banks at one time. If you were doing your job right, at least it wouldn't have happened that at one goal we collapse all these banks. Rent control as a regulator. We have laws in this country that are telling us as to how we should regulate our rent. Instead of them enforcing it, and I hear rent control people justifying this, and I shudder. The woman was in the law. It says there, the landlord can't demand, but if you offer, there is no problem. The landlord can't demand beyond 6 months advance, but if you, the one going to rent, offer it, there's no problem. Really? I keep asking myself, why do we run Ghana like this? Rent control, they have 58 offices in Ghana. Workers all have 4. 4 no, directors used to 2. So why can 2? How can you run this program?
54 offices.
50, I think 54 or 58 offices. And they have 4 cars. The whole Ghana. So how can you run a program like this? Sammy, I did a little bit, maybe a little bit of research. Call Google, net type rent masters. That's your website. Now call government a rental by the body. What for name? Oh, them new appear why Ghana something national rent assistance. Call also a website. Now compare. In fact, some of the words are verbatim. And I said this on another show this morning.
And no coincidence.
And they took it. It means so I started the 1 year editing because Obi frame after that. You know, catch them there. Oh, now I don't know. No feed them mobo, but it's an oyampa. Rent masters. You go to rent masters and then check the national whatever. You see, I don't know whether we have a pension for doing websites and apps. You understand? In the yes, COVID-19 tracker, then we invest money in these apps and websites. So we are spending so much money creating websites and apps. COVID-19 tracker, COVID-19 tracker, so we have regulators sitting there, and we are so insecure. If and practically, Obi Ghana and can find a way 2,000 Ghana cedis a month. How many people? But for the day, averagely, you find 2,000 Ghana cedis a month. What's in there? You can't rent a place which is more than 30% of your income. 30% of 2,000 is 600 Ghana cedis. Unto? Yemfa na Accra ha. What rent a single room 600 Ghana cedis? Obeng, me find the year original ha. Yemfa na benya na rent wo dan 600 Ghana cedis. It is say e benyi na asabe e wa year number. No wasam no ye hia kesa. So some of the things that we are talking about, And does the rent control know there? Obi wa ne salary on so baby or for a month. Obi him them. And it's not any pay. One of my way national service here, yeah, more 500 and something away. They are renting places and they are taking cars.
They are not even paying them.
Do we understand the situation? I mean, are we underground? Anyway, rent control, they can't go underground because they don't have mobility. When you can't with that bicycle ground when you be motor when you be rent control, they are one of the institutions that what resources are so depleted. In who case you rent control?
What kind of depleted? It means no more be and I should almost.
In fact, first now a forecast. Na two say. Na what the two new about come. Na two new no directors aji. Na what two no. So when you talk about issues about the economy and all those things, I mean, it's not going well, it's not sitting well. So I just hope that government would now keep on track with what it has started now, the oil engaging conference. Now you to make some inroads. So they should tone down the euphoria about this rental thing. Because it kind of the day there, Osha go for bufu there, as some was car. Why are we cutting down all these things? Osha go for bufu. So they should tone down the euphoria. But you see, surprisingly, I wasn't sure why my brother went on the corruption discussion. I wanted to understand you a little bit on your discussion on the corruption index, perception index, how it's calculated, and then also your discussion about the Auditor General's report. First of all, a little bit on how corruption perception is calculated. You see, I had to be a mechanic, so I simply want to Jinechira can ya Odu na echechim. Sebe a catcher do obi there or you're incompetent, yes or you're insult. But when you are a catcher with the you're incompetent, you might take it as an insult, you know. So for instance, how, if you in terms of calculating the CPI, one of the things that you look at is bribery. So bribery allegations. It calculates HIV, the rate. It's not always, you won't get it correct because on all the cases in our report. In the hospital, the HIV rate or maybe 100. It's not there. Go for when you're 80 or 100. But it's the one that has been reported. So you look at bribery allegations. You look at issues of diversion of public funds. There, what they say, what do kwaha is why divert what I misappropriation. Officials using their public office for private gain without facing consequences. Ability of government to contain corruption in the public sector. There, I mean, what is government's reaction on doing things that would erase corruption in the public sector? Issues about this card and whatever card. Ghana card. It's a good effort to remove some of these corruption stuff. So it's then nepotism appointment in the civil service. Na Senate, you create office. I mean, laws ensuring that public officials must disclose their finances and potential conflict of interest. Legal protection for people who report cases of bribery and corruption. State capture by narrow vested interests. Access to information on public affairs or government activities. All these are things that you consider when you are looking at perception index, corruption perception index. So it is these things what they say. You might not get it correct, like he said. Then you might get higher or lower. But at least if you be some comfort there, Isha Abani, when it comes to access to information about government activities, between 1 and 10, Ibama Kanahi. Yataha, na COVID-19 funds. Ya asana webu temperature. Ya to money no what the contract ema company or airport the one you're testing. And nobody could give us the contract and tell us how the contract was awarded or who awarded the contract. Nobody. Yet Ghana now what's it the presidential travels cannot be accounted for because of a national security issue.
Okay.
So all these things form part of the corruption perception. When it comes to the Auditor General report, see, so auditor about audit to what? All the offices in government, you were internal auditors. What you're auditing? And some external auditors are internal auditors. What you're auditing? No one will there receipt be in you. They ask you. Then so you provide receipt for certain items. External auditors also bar. They will query some of them. Oh, them receipts number is emotion. Or you say, me a follow up, me checking on them. They will query all those things. What you them we are not watching report amo. And then you have the chance to respond to it. When we understand why audit conferencing, we discuss the responses per the queries that they raise before it forms part of their final reports. So when the Auditor General releases its report, it would have captured all these back and forth. If things be correct here, it doesn't find its way in Auditor General's report. So Auditor General's report, there were things if you provided answers, they wouldn't have published it. It wouldn't answer could you pon in the office. We issue a statement to explain the reason why they paid themselves some allowances. Besides there, if they had provided that information to the auditors, would these things have come out?
Asem sebe akasima eduna yes sorry na ma say messages no. Na ba ma me mo bi tateto na fi wrap up. So you see one thing about this MPP communicator and their leadership, they always have a different explanation to issues when they are in power and out of power. It's different, but I don't blame them. They think they want international school. They think they went to international school, and the rest of us went to DA and LA. We see this MPP man part think we are stupid. Well, it's a good evening, Mr. See how the MPP man has grown fat. He was very slim. This is why he's seriously defending. Hi, I mean, let's get serious on in this country. These MPP people are making politics look like a joke. You collapse economy of which you admit as government spokesperson and come to sit at your station throw their weight about as nothing is happening. Please, I mean, the economy is bread and butter issues. The most corrupted party in the world now is MPP. So I mean, let the MPP guy stop deceiving himself. Francis Tevia Fiade. Francis Tevia Fiade the free Ajay Kojo. Versus James from Teshiwasi, the most corrupted president in the history of Ghana is Nana Addo and his party MPP. My dear, good evening. 7 years down the lane, MPP is still blaming JDM. Wow, your MPP guy is a big joker. We complain of hardship. The Akufo-Addo has got to appoint a pension minister. A day is coming. Ask the MPP guy if there was no audit on the monies released by the Mahama-led government to assist the second disaster victim, how he has gotten to know some monies were paid. And in fact, look at how the MPP guy is sweating under AC, or there is no AC. So okay, there's AC. We have more than 4 ACs in this.
Press release.
Mike, I say I don't blame Kumi because he's also enjoying some of the money. There's no way you speak the truth. Anita from Spinters. Hey, Anna, time we Nana. Hey, about 2 minutes.
Do. Oh, say, what's the matter? I say MPP party na say Abibi Drew no.
I say economy no.
Economy na say Abibi Drew. I say Yade Bibi. I na who say Bibi.
Yade ne dos.
Yade ne dos.
But ye pedra Abibi Drew ba ko edebesa.
Do where? Uka say uka MPP asema. He omuti John Dramani Mama dia hey. Omuti John Mama dia hey. Me won asema me kan ni nya say. Mo say ye Bobby. Ena ye yi NDC free ho. Okay, enye John Mama na ye to abama no. Eh sa John Mama na. Eye tro ne ndada na mo dada Ghana for no. Ema ye di John Dramani Mama si nchen. Se mo mra na mo mbeye no. Ende mo buy no Mama John Mama is saint. Because ende unim say in terms of infrastructure, omoto esika bebe the envelope of money ye di amom from 120 billion to 575 billion. Uti 120 billion. Ma bobu say about 450 billion. Unim say omo need one single teacher training college. Omo need one single university. Omo need one single district hospital. Omo need one single regional hospital. Omo schools omo si enduru 5. Sika bebrebe omanye no, they have nothing good to show. These people, Sangofo NSC, they will never borrow money. Omo. Say IMF. Chia, omo COVID da. Say go omo nim nyansa no makwa IMF. Omo come small boys being thrown nyansa. They are telling us say, and don't be so omo jigana fu sika. And they call IMF achoma IMF bo omo bosia. And Ghana for sacrifice na IMF for bomb. Obia, what them say? Obia uchiri ngo won kababia ya preference anka unko obi. But MPP for very there. These people they are not shy. If they are able to sit on television, we won't wait for an MPP person to come and tell us say this is that where we are feeling the economy in our pockets.
Okay.
And then me wrap up on where.
Otamaso.
Mr. Me wrap up. Where Mr. One say ya school. Be more science and wajuma. And the young the gateway to our success. These people, MPP, they have changed the padlock. Enti ama say Ghana ni no. Your destiny no kwa you huso.
Kumi.
Snia.
Me the American say if you pagan a year, let's look for someone with character, with competence, and with credibility. We've experienced all these people, and we know who will be the best for us. Me tena ombo obidin se nipa na nye ana nipa no say, but yen show obia adwuma ya de share nsa oye niye say no you could do ye say kwatre kwazo obema ntuma wetie ne din minkasa ye say kasa tintin so entoponkoti no an say me ma obi bia o hwe program no good night me sre nyame enhira em obi bia o tie program no
citizen
Sami, government does not have housing, yet also bear rental scheme. I was sad to think there. So all these years, government upon government, affordable housing. It was never affordable for Ghanaians. Saglemiguo, they are shemor say, nor or ye. Then we are saying we are going to go to private people. To do a rental scheme.
Don't you agree with government saying
so why should you what I call the loan? No, what's the affordable housing? Yet we are going to rent private houses.
We are selling Sagleme to build another Sagleme.
I don't know how they think.
That is it.
Yeah. I don't go see you.
Be careful. I just report that NDC national.
My lord, And almost say, almost see my lord also.
But I want to send a message. Go for it. So, man, come message. I patch him why. And a brand of fire, which I reckoning. That's it. Good night.